If he said, "Let's take it slow," and you're wondering if he's being thoughtful or just stringing you along, this video will answer that question in the next 12 minutes. I'm a man, and I'm going to decode the 3 different meanings behind this phrase. Because here's what you need to know. Sometimes, "let's take it slow" means he's being intentional about building something real. And sometimes it means he's keeping you in limbo while he figures out if something better comes along. The difference changes everything. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one you're dealing with, not by what he says, but by what he does. This matters because you could waste 6 months, a year, 2 years waiting for someone who's been showing you from day one that slow means never. And I'm going to show you how to tell the difference in week 1, not month 12. Let's go. Let's set the scene. Because I need you to know I see your exact situation. You met him. Things were good. Maybe really good. The chemistry was there. The conversation flowed. You felt something. And then he said it. "Let's take it slow." Or maybe, "I don't want to rush this." Or, "I want to be intentional." And it sounded mature, healthy. Like finally, a man who's not just trying to get into your bed by date 3. So you agreed, because slow sounds safe. Thoughtful, like he values you enough to not rush. But now it's been weeks, maybe months. And slow is starting to feel like stuck. You're not moving forward. You're not his girlfriend. You're not meeting his friends. You're not integrated into his life. You're just there when it's convenient and when you bring it up. "Where is this going?" he says. "I thought we were taking it slow." Like you're being impatient for wanting basic clarity, so now you're confused. Is he being intentional, or is he just not that into you? Is slow the path to something real? Or is slow just another word for "I'm keeping my options open"? Here's the truth. There are 3 types of slow, and only one of them ends with you in a relationship. Type number 1, intentional slow. This is the good one. This is the one you're hoping for. Here's what intentional slow looks like. He says, "Let's take it slow," and then he shows up consistently. He texts you regularly. He makes plans in advance. He follows through. The pacing is slower, but the presence is constant. He's not seeing you once every 2 weeks and calling it slow. He's seeing you once or twice a week, having real conversations, building actual connection. The physical might be slower. The commitment timeline might be longer. But the emotional investment is increasing. Here's the key. Intentional slow is directional. You can feel movement. You're learning about each other. You're meeting people in his life. He's integrating you just at a measured pace. And here's the most important part. When you ask, "What does slow mean to you?" he has an answer. "I want to make sure we're compatible before we commit. I want to build a foundation before we jump into labels. I got hurt rushing my last relationship, and I'm being more careful this time." It's specific, it's honest, and it comes with a general time frame, not, "I don't know, but I'm thinking a few months before we have the exclusive conversation." This kind of slow? It's real, and it's worth your patience. Because he's not slowing down to avoid commitment. He's slowing down to make sure the commitment is right. I've been this guy. After my last relationship ended badly, I told the next woman I dated, "I need to take this slower than I normally would." And I meant it, but I also showed up. I called when I said I would. I made time. I introduced her to my friends after a month. I was slow, but I was present. That's intentional slow, and you can feel the difference. Type number 2, uncertain slow. This is the dangerous one, because it feels like type 1 at first. Here's what uncertain slow looks like. He says, let's take it slow, because he genuinely doesn't know if he wants you. He likes you enough to not walk away, but he doesn't like you enough to commit. So he keeps you in this middle space while he figures it out. The pattern: he's consistent enough that you don't leave, but inconsistent enough that you can't relax. He texts, but sporadically. He makes plans, but last minute he's affectionate when you're together, but distant in between. You feel like you're always wondering where you stand. Because you are. Because he doesn't know where you stand. He's testing the waters, seeing how he feels, keeping you around while he decides. And here's the cruelest part. He might be completely sincere. He might genuinely believe he's taking it slow because he wants to be sure. But what he's actually doing is using you as an emotional placeholder while he waits to feel something he might never feel. Here's how you spot uncertain slow. When you ask, what does slow mean? He's vague. I just want to see where it goes. I don't want to put pressure on it. Let's just enjoy this. And when you push for specifics, okay, but what would help you know if this is going somewhere? He gets uncomfortable, defensive. Why do you need to define everything? Can't we just be in the moment? That's not intentionality. That's avoidance. He doesn't have a plan. He's just hoping that if he spends enough time with you, he'll magically develop deeper feelings. And if he doesn't, well, he never promised anything, right? You agreed to go slow. I've been this guy too. And I'm not proud of it. I kept a woman in limbo for 4 months because I liked her company but wasn't sure if I loved her, and I told myself I was being careful and taking it slow. But really, I was being selfish. I didn't want to be alone, and I didn't want to commit, so I kept her in the maybe. That's uncertain slow, and it's a trap, because it can go on indefinitely. He's not moving toward you. He's just not moving away, and you're stuck waiting for clarity that might never come. Type number 3, strategic slow. This is the manipulative one. Here's what strategic slow looks like. He says, let's take it slow, because he wants the benefits of a relationship without the accountability of one. He wants your time, your attention, your body, your emotional labor. But he doesn't want to give you commitment, clarity, or priority. Strategic slow is breadcrumbing with better PR. The pattern: he keeps you just interested enough to stick around, but just distant enough that you can't make demands. You're not his girlfriend, so he doesn't owe you his time. But you're not nothing, so you'll wait. He reaches out when he's lonely, bored, or horny, and disappears when he's busy, distracted, or has other options. The pace isn't slow, it's sporadic. And sporadic isn't a pace, it's a pattern of control. Here's the tell. Strategic slow has no progression. You're in the exact same place at month 3 that you were at week 3. You still haven't met his friends. You still don't have plans more than a few days out. You still don't know where you stand. And when you bring it up, he weaponizes the slow agreement. I thought we were taking it slow. Why are you pressuring me? He makes you feel demanding for wanting basic relationship progression. This isn't slow. This is stalled. On purpose. Quick pause. If you're recognizing your situation in one of these 3 types, hit subscribe. I decode what men actually mean so you have clarity, not confusion. Let's keep going. So how do you tell which type of slow you're dealing with? Here's the test. Test number 1, the consistency check. Intentional slow is consistent. He shows up regularly, predictably, reliably. The pace might be measured, but a presence is steady. Uncertain slow is inconsistent. Some weeks he's all in, some weeks he's distant. You never quite know which version you're getting. Strategic slow is sporadic. He shows up when it serves him and disappears when it doesn't. Look at the last month. How many times did he initiate? How many times did he follow through? How many times did you feel like a priority versus an option? Consistency tells you everything. Test number 2, the integration check. Intentional slow integrates you into his life, just gradually. You meet a friend by month 2. You're invited to a group thing by month 3. He's introducing you to his world, just at a measured pace. Uncertain slow keeps you separate. He wants to keep you in a bubble while he figures out if you're worth integrating. So you don't meet anyone important. You're not in his social media. You're not part of his life. You're adjacent to it. Strategic slow never integrates you, because integration implies commitment, and commitment ruins the setup. So you're permanently kept separate. Where are you in his life? Integrated slowly? Kept separate temporarily? Or kept separate permanently? Test number 3, the conversation check. Ask him this exact question. When you say you want to take it slow, what does that mean to you? What does slow look like, and what are we building toward? Intentional slow will give you a real answer. Specifics, time frames, vision. I want to make sure we're compatible in these areas before we commit. I'm thinking we revisit this conversation in a few months. Uncertain slow will give you vagueness. I just want to see where it goes. I don't want to overthink it. Let's just enjoy this. Strategic slow will give you deflection. Why do you need to define everything? You're ruining the vibe. I thought you agreed to take it slow. His answer tells you everything, not because of what he says, but because of how specific or vague he's willing to be. If you're in uncertain slow or strategic slow, here's what you need to hear. You are not demanding for wanting clarity. You are not impatient for wanting progression. You are not too much for needing to know where you stand. Taking it slow is not the same as being in limbo. Slow has direction. Limbo is just waiting. And if he's selling you limbo and calling it slow, that's not caution, that's manipulation. Or at minimum, it's emotional unavailability disguised as intentionality. You deserve someone who knows what they want. And if what they want is you, slow won't mean stuck. It'll mean steady. Because here's the truth, dear. A man who wants you will move slow, but he will move. If you're 3 months in and nothing has changed, he's not moving slow. He's not moving at all, and you can't wait for someone to decide if they want you. That's not patience. That's self-abandonment. Get your journal, write this down. If I knew for certain that slow meant never, would I still be here? Because sometimes we know it's not going anywhere. We just don't want to face it. So we tell ourselves we're being patient, understanding, mature. But patience has a limit. And that limit is when you start sacrificing your own needs to accommodate his uncertainty. Write down your answer. And then write this. What am I actually waiting for? Not him to be ready, but what specifically would need to happen for you to feel like this is moving forward? Define it, because if you can't define it, you can't ask for it. And if you can't ask for it, you'll just keep waiting for something you never named. This is her psyche. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you see what you're already dealing with. The decision is yours, but at least now you have clarity. If this helped you understand what type of slow you're in, subscribe. Next video, we're breaking down why men keep you in limbo. The full psychology behind breadcrumbing drop a heart if he said, "Let's take it slow" to you, and drop the number 1, 2, or 3 for which type you think you're dealing with. You're not alone in this. Again, welcome to Her Psyche, my love. Your rewiring starts here.